Hey guys, this is Ryan Carey with Paradox Gaming. Welcome to our first Borderlands 2 gameplay. If you've never played Borderlands or Borderlands 2, Borderlands is a free realm first-person shooter game, adventure, and it's freaking fantastic. I'm going to be doing some class explanations. First up, we have Axton as the Commando. The Commando in this game is a class that's based mainly upon rifles, explosives, and grenades and stuff like that. This is actually a lower level version of the character, so it's not very good. Its action skill, as you just saw, is its Sabre turret. The Sabre turret in this game automatically targets nearby enemies and attacks them for you. The Sabre turret can vary between different types of attack types. It can shoot just a rifle in bursts. It can shoot rockets. It can slag enemies, which increases their damage that they take. I do not particularly favor the Commando class over any of the classes in the game, but it's a pretty decent class. There's nothing bad with it other than the fact that it doesn't have a lot of variation. Skill trees in this game are things that you allocate skills to when you level up. The skill for the Commando consists of the gunpowder skill tree, which is general skills, explosives, and all sorts of stuff like that. Survival increases your health, your shields, and how many turrets you can put out. And the gorilla skill tree changes what you can add to your turret and increases your turret. Next up, we have Maya as the Siren. The Sirens in this game are kind of like magic users. They have an ability called Phase that gives them all sorts of different kinds of powers. The Siren in this game follows more of a submachine gun favoring class and lighter guns. It's got a lot of class mods that help stuff like that. Its action skill, as you see now, is called Phase Lock. It suspends enemies in the air and does all sorts of different things depending on the skill tree you follow. The skill tree you see now is called Cataclysm, and that deals lots of elemental damage. As you can see, people are being corroded and caught on fire all around me as I am killing them. This is my favorite skill tree for the Siren. I think that's freaking amazing. I love the Siren, honestly. Now, a quick look at some of the Siren skill trees. We have the Harmony skill tree, which is like a teamwork skill tree. It adds health. You can heal people by using Phase Lock on them and instantly reviving them. Then we have the Cataclysm skill tree that I was talking about. You can deal all sorts of different kinds of elemental damage to anything around you and whatever you want to Phase Lock with. Then we have the Motion skill tree, which is just general stuff. You can add gun damage, shield rate, and then you can increase the duration of Phase Lock and make things that you Phase Lock actually turn against their friends and attack for you instead of you having to do it on their own, which is pretty useful. I haven't actually gotten to try that one out. And next up, we have the Gunzerker, which is on like a level of its freaking own. I personally believe that the Gunzerker should only use shotguns because of the way that its action skill works. Its class favors it, and how everything it does, it's just how the class is made to be used, I think, honestly. And as you see here, the Gunzerker's action skill is Gunzerking, using two weapons at the same time, while you automatically regenerate ammo and regenerate health. The Gunzerker is just basically a massive tank, especially if you choose the tanking skill tree, which you'll see in a minute. And there's a skill in the tanking skill tree called Sexual Tyrannosaurus, and that basically allows you to regenerate health as soon as you start taking damage. Basically, the skill is you take damage, you regenerate health. And I say he's pretty overpowered with his health as soon as you see me die. That's pretty funny. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to try to open up the skill trees here in a second, but I'm pretty sure that, yeah, here I go. I got downed. Man, that just sucks. Die. No. This is the only one that I'm actually recording my voice as I play, by the way. Dang it, come on. Kill them. Yes, second win. Alright, here we go. First, we have the Rampage skill tree, which is basically a skill tree that supports Gunzerking in general. It decreases the cooldown for Gunzerking, allows you to increase your Gunzerking duration depending on how many people you kill. This skill tree right here is basically about being a tank. Everything in it is about being a tank. And there's Sexual Tyrannosaurus, as I was talking about. And then everything is just add health regeneration. And then there's Gunlust. I don't really use this skill tree basically at all. It's just like, it gives bonus damage to all sorts of stuff, reload rate. You can Gunzerk while you're down, which is actually probably pretty useful. I haven't gotten to try it. And all sorts of things like that. And that's the Gunlust skill tree. And last but certainly not least, we have this. This is my favorite class. This is Zero, the Assassin. And this is just basically my favorite. Zero is basically your sniper here, as Mordecai was in Borderlands 1. He's my favorite. And he also has like all sorts of different things that favor melee damage. He has something that favors like just chilling in the back, not quite sniping, but being more stealthy. His action skill is called Deception, where he goes invisible. And he can attack things while he's invisible, and it deals more damage than it would normally. As you see right here, is like every time I killed something while I was invisible, I got to increase the time which I was invisible. That is the final skill in one of the skill trees that I'll show you here in a second. Dang it, I'm down. And basically, as I was saying, like He does massive melee damage. He's all about being stealthy, all about sniping, melee, and like just massive damage all at once. There you go again with me walking around with his deception skill active. I just love Zero. He's my favorite class in general. And let's just take a quick look at his skill trees. His first skill tree is called Cunning. It's more like just small tweaks and stuff, like the ninja thing, like I was saying, like while he's in Deception on this skill tree. His final skill allows him to throw kunai at people. This is his Bloodshed skill tree based on melee damage. Just everything builds melee damage, and the final skill adds to your duration of Deception if you kill things while you're in Deception with melee, which is awesome. Then last over here is your Sniping skill tree. I actually haven't added anything to it in this run. It's all about awesomeness. Like there's one of the skills is like you add some more sniping damage every headshot you get. And that's our little video we got on Borderlands 2. Those are all the classes that they got. They also have another class that's on the DLC called Necromancer. I do not have the DLC, but it allows you to do all sorts of stuff. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. See you guys.